back on, back on the scene. Back on, back on. Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully, yeah. Make sure the voice is coming because I fool. And the thing is, it was coming through. I could hear it, but I didn't pay attention to this little meter here moving. So I talked to do the whole broadcast yesterday for nothing. I was gonna do another one. You know, so I'm gonna try to do it a little bit different. Hopefully this work out for the good. You'll see. TikTok so strict, I might get banned. Wait a minute, where's my picture? God damn it. I had a picture. I think I could still pull it up though. Definitely have a picture. Hang on a second. And that's on here. I'm tweaking. I'm doing a picture. I'm doing more than one thing. I know this taboo. Like I said, that's why I said it might God dog it. It might mm, they might not like that. I'm just gonna say. They have the way of doing it. Yeah. So the title of this right now is accountability for all. Let's see. Camera. Um, yeah, just wait a minute. What are we doing here? Okay. Check my audio. No sound. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Oh, I'm supposed to nonstop. Okay. My bad for the uncomfortable silence, if that's what it was. I'm trying to do too much, perhaps, because I can't see the other screen. Okay. Show on screen. Okay, I don't see nothing. Oh, no, no, no. Definitely messed it up. Okay. But I'm back. So it did. It technically did. Yeah. I don't know, but it not something on something ain't right. Yeah. So what I had to say, yesterday I was reading from the book. Do I do I want to do that again? Nobody ain't even tell me. Like, hey, there's no voice. Just flip, 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 flip. What's going on here? Flip? What y'all looking for? That's what I want to know. Shit, not me. Not me, right? Situationship. Oh, into submission. Okay. Where was I? Okay. So I'm kind of like with the with some of the incidents that have happened recently, which it don't take much for that to blow over. Our attention span is real low. You know, things be happening. It be on to the next news story. Like it ain't no thing, you know, for real. On to the next one, on to the next one. And so, you know, people be losing their life. They be outraged, concerned, blaming on everybody, get the blame, you know, all men get the blame, whatever, whatever. All women. Funny how that kind of thing works. All women don't really get the blame. And they, well, all black women, all black men, I'm talking about. So, yeah, you know, everybody needs to be accountable for themselves, but something is encoded. I've noticed as I keep talking about it. I guess I'll be kind of like tripping people out because I'll be like, yeah, they man here, they man, they're gonna, want to destroy your life, da 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 da. But it's patterns, man. It's patterns and shit. What they be doing, the way they do it, the way that society is set up for them to do it, and like they say, like I say, they encourage it. They encourage the bad behavior. They encourage them to destroy a man, to take the money. Like those lawyers, how much it costs to go to law school? You know, those lawyers ain't going to law school for nothing. All the way around. Like it's capitalism, man. It's a vicious fucking mm, it's a vicious beast. It takes a lot of misery. Should call, it's like the misery machine. It takes a lot of misery to feed that beast, to keep things going in a certain way. Y'all ain't trying to, understand what I'm saying. You need slow people. It helps if people dumb. It helps if they don't know that they dumb. They're not concerned about it. Make it, you know, uh, what you call it, not popular to be smart. Even now, it's like popular, but still not. I ain't in school. You have to really be in not college. Because if you're in college, I mean, ain't no not to be smart and you going to college, that changes things. But when you're younger, where they influence you to drag you down and call you nerd and all this and all that. My camera view is not obstructed. I'm right here. What do y'all want? Jesus. Oh, it think this is obstructing my view, but it's clear. Man, damn. Oh, can y'all see that? No, huh? I didn't even think of that. My bad. God damn. I still can take it off though. That'll be that. The school, but those still, the dumber you are, the more you think your vote gonna do something. You know what I mean? You think that there's, they get you separated, get you invested in one part or the other one. Once they have you in a situation where you can't call out your party when they do wrong shit, because it's gonna make them look bad, or sound bad, like all y'all in agreement. Well, since they ain't call their man out, we can't call our man out. Otherwise, we're gonna look bad. You can never say that they're doing nothing wrong. Whatever they do, we go along with it. No matter how senile they become, we never call it out. Dementia, barely knowing where they at, looking feeble, and we can't say nothing about it. You said something about something wrong with you. And that what it take to be down with the 92%. I think that's what it is, right? That's it. You got to be down with that program to be down with them. That's a lot of them. That sounds about right too. That sounds about right. I ain't saying that everybody, all 92%, is necessarily on the same program because they're not. But that sounds like about the law. Um, I'm sure there's some that's not. They make you think you're doing the right thing, right? Person I think doing the right thing is the thing that they shame people for. Because I seen what's the name talking about Big Mike ruin things or did not Big Mike, Killer Mike ruined something, whatever he ruined, whatever that's supposed to be. Um, like something about voting. As far maybe he promoted a third party or something. Probably. As far as I know, I don't think he did nothing wrong. Whatever he did, man, some of the people for Trump, but I don't think he was. And I don't know what to say. They sleep, whatever, you know. But that's not really what I was talking about at all. But I'm kind of lost. Just talking about the people. Maybe it was for Trump or Killer Mike. Maybe he was, and I don't know it. But I think just because he said something about Kamala Harris wasn't the right person. Y'all, just because she didn't do it, she didn't get it. Now the fantasy is if she would have got in, things would be perfect right now. It wouldn't be what it is, probably. How would you know? But it wouldn't be perfect. It wasn't perfect when Obama was president. He made mistakes. He did wrong things. He did bad things. He did things that hurt us. I can't tell you exactly what he did that hurt us. I knew at the time. I'm not trying to keep score on them like that. Like I can't necessarily, tell you Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act. I guess that was, something that he did that was good, which is really remedy care anyway, because that was his plan that he didn't use. So I can't tell you a bunch of shit that he did that was good or bad. Well, I can actually tell you a few things that was bad, but ain't no point in getting into it. It's just business as usual. Ain't nobody trying to make it look bad. You're the president. You got to do president your job. Ain't no drastic changes. Drastic changes like the kind of thing that's going on now, distractions, negative things like that. Mhm. Yeah, that kind of stuff. That's goes with the territory. Uh, yeah, man. I'm just talking about this accountability working for white supremacy. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Because speaking as if that woman ain't black anyway, she's an Indian. I don't think she's black at all. Why her father ain't never, then I also question, regardless of all that, why her father ain't never speak up and endorse her. She ain't get her, you gon' say what you will. They're alive. They're alive. George Bush had his mother's endorsement. I don't know about all the other ones. I think most of them's parents weren't probably around, but bet you Barbara Bush was though, which she was a former first lady, whatever. But she endorsed them. And who else? I can't say. Like I said, Clinton. I don't know his mother or whatever, but it's something. Mother, father, none of that shit. But it's just suspicious to me, especially with all the controversy and things. That would just clear all that up. That'd shut us up. Shut us up. But you couldn't. You couldn't because you couldn't. You couldn't for more reasons than one. So I'd rather, man, look, show us the truth. Let it be what it really is, because uh, DJT can't do nothing alone. Can't do nothing on his own. He has people that support everything that he's doing. Can't do that by himself. He can't. He ain't shoot no guns or pew pews or whatever you call it. He ain't overseas or wherever. He ain't doing none of that. He's sitting in his whatever, his pajamas or something. He on a golf course. He have support. So whether he's in office or not, they about they're about this stuff, this life, what's going on. They're about they racism. They're about the boot on your neck. Where you at? The chat ain't the AI let me down. It used to be breaking down what I'm saying. He ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Or do I have to put it, or I have to put it on AI out the mind? Maybe so. I don't know if I want to do that anyway, but it might mess it up if I do that. Framing, reframing. What's that about? That was just something else. Yeah, I ain't got it all together, but I definitely want to get on here and I ain't gonna get no more familiar with it by not doing it, like it or not. I think things were different. See, this work having them on the mic, the mic on the boom does come in a little more handy. I'm learning, and I'm gonna have to just pick and do one at a time. Both ain't working really well at all. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, and okay. I still keep getting distracted. I guess kind of on a little off, but it's not. It's not related. It's all related. You know, everything comes full circle. It's just the way it is. Um, with the things that happen and the news feed, whatever change, you know, shit. One day, depending on what it is, no matter how tragic what happened the other day that people was talking about, they on the Megan, just that fast. People lost their life. They outraged. The lady lost her life. They outraged. All men are trash. Da da da. Megan. Oh my God. No, say it ain't so. Just that fast. Just like, you know, squirrel. So it seems like it's not real anyway, but never, and it, which also why we can't stay on topic. It's really a lot of to do with health. What do you call it? Mental health in general. Men's mental health, the most ignored. You know, children's, men and children. I would say women get all kind of help, and I'm saying black men, white men. I don't know. Proud of them too, but you know, I can't generalize all the way. I know what I know about them. Especially, man, if they say the field is 75, it's like 70%, 75%. Google it, look it up. You know, my sources, some professionals that were saying this. Did I actually look it up? I think I Googled it. You know, and I found it. It's findable. Wrong. Like 75% is women. I seen actually I saw or heard a lot of people saying this. The field has been taken over by women. You know, a lot of people just over a period of time. I keep hearing this. Not just it is what it is. You know, not talking about what is bad. Some maybe like it. You know, some like it. Some don't like it. Some don't. You know, it just is what it is. What you gonna do? But it reshapes the way they analyze, break down things, and men been wrong for years. You know, you go. I went to marriage counseling, and like, and that shit ain't really that helpful. It wasn't helpful for me. And then they find a way to blame you. They're not gonna. They gonna take that woman's side. They be scared of the woman, man. Everybody is like I can't say or frame things in certain ways. They say it's hate speech. Even just speaking on it, something could be happen in history, actually, factually. Matter of fact, I did get one thing. I get appealed and got it put back, but they took it down, talking about it was hate speech. Right? Why am I appealing this? This is real, and I be like clowning, calling them the femininity. Can I? You know, no, that's like saying, you know, hey, y'all powerful, y'all, but they know it. That's just how powerful they are. We don't want, you know, the Illuminati don't want to be known or whatever name they go by. It's like the devil. I go by many names. You know, you can call me whatever you want to. People think that that's a joke and ridiculous because people didn't wore it out. I mean, you know, it was a time everybody was talking about the Illuminati, Illuminati, you know, da 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 da, and they watered it down. So, but it don't mean it doesn't exist. That's the beauty of it. I guess they know eventually they'd be able to go back into their little cave. But anyway, that's how they are. I think they are somehow, some way, they are the real deal. They're the ones at the top. Let me stop because I know how it go. My live will get knocked off. I'm talking. It's just suspicious. I could probably talk. I've talked about the Illuminati. I could talk about the Illuminati, but I can't talk about the. And then they say what's the other thing, which I haven't heard very much. They got the manosphere. They call it the femosphere. I don't know. You probably can't say that a lot. If you call it that too much, you're gonna be out of here. Ain't no femosphere. No, ain't no powerful group of women. We're weak. We just girls. We're oppressed. That's ridiculous. No, I mean, I guess the thing about it is maybe probably the average woman might be like that. Just like, white people, there's a lot of white people think they don't have white privilege. They probably don't recognize that necessarily. You don't necessarily have to recognize the power. Maybe you ain't in the actual club or group of those particular women, but y'all they hold a certain power with their a certain weakness, but they've made up for it. Man, it's like the thing, I guess Lenny and George kind of. We George, they Lenny, you know. And that sounds about right, because that's pretty much how they, many of them see us. The big, strong dummy that needs help, that's helpless without Lenny. So you're easy to manipulate. You don't really have to manipulate them. They manipulate themselves. Yeah, which is, men performing for women, doing all the things they do. A lot of it is ultimately not for ourselves. It's for women, to prove points to women, to look good for women, to have all this stuff and muscles and things, for a woman. Eh, maybe not. Maybe not. Not necessarily. We all not the same either. And so the mental health, I am off. So the main thing we need is that taking care of our mental health is what I'm saying. And if a lot of us are being raised by strong black women, strong independent women, even with or without a man, strong independent women, right? And if we're not getting what it takes to be like tight in the mind, man, you got to get it on your own. 9 times out of 10, that's just the way it is. You got to get it on your own, man or woman, but in particular, men, because society say this and say that. Society's contradicting. They want you to be soft yet hard, strong yet, you know. So you know what I mean. It's very dually. Nobody can't be all things like that. Nobody's perfect anyway. You didn't get no pass for anything. And the thing is, and the women are taught to. I'm seeing it now. Like be mean. The more be mean, be more mean. The meaner you are, and more hateful you are to your man, the better. So this part of the mental health. So you got people that's being taught this by other people, and they online teaching people this. Man, I ain't making this up. Google that, YouTube that, whatever, TikTok that. You'll find people saying that. Lots of people treat him bad. Don't let up. Keep your foot on his neck. Treat him like trash. And that's in the relationship. So when they want out, they be trying to destroy your life. Is what it really boils down to. It's a pattern by women over and over and over again. See what I'm saying? And if you can't do that and be in the house with no man, how you gonna do that? No, well, you could. It maybe with a certain man. I mean, a strong man. But everybody ain't most people ain't gonna crack up and unalive all the kids, and hate kids and pop people in the face and all that. The majority of people is not gonna do that even under those circumstances. Clearly they're not, otherwise it would be worse than what it is. The problem with the violence and the unaliving and stuff. However, um, we gotta get it together. The women can't be putting the pressure on dudes in that way like that and thinking that it's gonna always be good. Everybody have it together. Pressure bust pipes. Even the most stable of people, of men, can break under enough pressure. I feel I've been lucky enough to hold it together. Believe me, I felt that pressure. And I know what it's like. But I would like to put some graphics and things on here, but I ain't, once again, I'm slipping. It's been 30 minutes. I'm gonna wrap this up now, although I know uh I just gotta look at it. I'm doing too much and I don't know how it's gonna turn out and ain't no point in going too far and you know what I'm saying, everything ain't lined up the right way. It may not even be recorded. I think it is, but as I've already saw, they're probably not gonna tell me if it is or if it ain't. And then I'm doing two things. So I gotta stop. I'm just gonna do one at a time. It is what it is with that. You live and you learn. So that's what I got. I'm out now. Peace, y'all. But how would I share it? Oh, that's how, man, see, I didn't know that. Next time. All right. And I am wrapping up on here too. That's it. That's all I got. Hopefully this came out. I don't even know. I'm out.